set of reports, right, which can give you an idea of what does it take. So here I have made some selection, right? I have deselected few items. Now it gives me all the breakup of what do I need to do it by myself, right? By my own. So at the outset, it says a total effort of almost 3,000% is required if you want all the 300 line items. But not necessarily all the 300 line items will be required for you. So you may have to pick and choose. And this is the overall cost of what it brings you as well. Now the following is a series of charts which will give you a nice breakage of this information so that you can analyze to more greater depth. For example, this one gives you the effort distribution by the layers. So we saw NFR, we saw components, operations, right? So it gives you a breakup by these 4 layers. Similarly, the effort distribution, where does your effort get in? So 39% of effort has to be spent on building your NFR stack, 36% on your components, and so on. This is the same by phase, and then the skills involved by phase. We saw this earlier. Similarly, by skills and effort breakup by phase. So which phase, how much are you going to keep spending? And then, interestingly, a timeline to complete. So if you want to build everything by yourself, assuming you put a 2-people team, it's going to take you almost 75 months, right? Whereas if you put a 16-people team, you may probably have to spend 9 calendar months to finish building this framework. So it gives an idea of what does it take to complete building it with a team size of 2, 4, 8, 12, and 16. Similarly, from a cost perspective, where does your cost go into? We saw 153K being spent, but where does it go into? And remember that this comes from the basis that you are spending $1,000 per resource per month. That's the basis in which this cost is being calculated. You can go ahead and change it according to your own thing, but ensure that it's in USD. So do the conversion from INR to USD if you are dealing with INR. This is a further breakdown by module. So there are several modules, right? Channel management, query builder, customization, and then hierarchy. So by module, you'll be able to see the percentage split up and the effort split up. Similarly, the cost split up. So all this from a ground up development perspective. There is also another sheet followed by it which can give you an idea of what does it happen when you do it using a framework like Cello, for example. So the ROI here, if you look at, so you can straight away save the effort, which is the 3,000 odd percentage can be straight away saved, and then you can save, say, approximately around 30 calendar months. Ground up cost, you would have spent 153K building this, whereas Cello would have costed you 25K because you are buying the 5 developer license and say 2 server license. So Cello comes with based on developer and server license cost. So it's going to take up 25K. So straight away you make a saving of 128K on your project, which can again be directly reflected on your bid, right? You can become so much competitive with the kind of savings that you can get there. And not just that initial savings, but also down the line. If you have built something yourself, you want to keep maintaining it year on year, and which is going to add up to another 204K, which you will be spending on the next 5 years, right? So this chart below gives you an year-on-year comparison. So first year you would have spent 153K building it yourself, whereas 25K if you are choosing Cello. The second year onwards you will spend 30K, 38K, 42K, 45K, and so on year on year in maintaining the thing what you built. But whereas here it goes by AMC, so you spend a very fixed amount, and then the whole cost difference gives you a lot more competitive edge. This slide again talks about from a cumulative perspective, what is the return on investment. So the return on investment can be as much as 382K in this scenario. This is all with the assumption that you have chosen all the line items. Like I said, if you pick up the line items that are relevant for you, you will see a much more a figure that is relevant to you and which is more realistic for your case. So we have this sheet available. We will be able to share this with you. The URL of it is also available right here in this slide. We will share this slides as well. So that brings us to the end of this webinar, today's webinar, and I hope you